from our studios in the historic Brooks Mansion, located in Northeast Washington, D.C. This is Student Exposure.
Washington, D.C. is a city mainly known for its political clout. But in certain nightclubs around town, a well-defined queer or LGBT rock scene is certainly emerging. Respected music journalist Marcus Dowling is covering the DC's underground music scene very closely. Let's take a look at more.
There's a lot of things going on, but the one thing is that you're getting a population of people who are in DC now, who are brand new to being in the city and are very active and very much wanting to be a part of things. As far as the gay lesbian scene on the underground, is that you have a large population of people who are, gay, lesbian, and transgender who are in DC and are very much a very strong economic backbone of the city right now. People that are coming here and people that are getting married and people that are, actively wanting to be a part of the scene. And I think that, they bring a certain, excitement into things and have a different perspective on, social life that's fun and refreshing. I think that what you're looking at is that you're looking at a population of people that are being advocated for musically for the first time possibly in a generation like ever really. In a sense where you're seeing bands that are traditionally playing in underground spaces getting to play in the 930 Club, for instance. With rock, there's a number of acts. There's also a hip hop act, with Bail Baggins, we've talked about a lot. She's on fire right now. There's DJs like Jack Jill and Decibel, and just tons of acts. What's fascinating right now in DC is that you have this weird mix, not so much weird, it's an intriguing mix of people who are, from a lesbian, gay, bi, and transgender community, and you have also people who are very much mainstream, and they're colliding. And these people are all going to the same parties and experiencing the same music. It's just that the artists who are creating the music perhaps have a different, social and, sexual orientation. And you're getting this situation where you have straight mainstream kids going to queer and underground parties, and you have queer and underground kids going to mainstream parties too. So it's a very intriguing mix. The record industry is at a place where, you're looking for places where people are actively going to shows a great deal. So when people see that, they come to those cities and they look to see, well, what's exciting beyond the mainstream acts that are coming here? And they look to the underground. And we have a very vibrant underground, and people are going to support those shows too. So these are acts that are unique, they're diverse, they're getting support, and they're across a number of different genres. So you'll see a pollination of these acts into the mainstream.
Joining me in studio today is one of the student producers who worked on the project you just saw, Daryl Johnson. Daryl, welcome to Student Exposure. So Daryl, as we were watching, do you think that this particular music genre or this scene that's booming in DC could become a mainstream genre at some point?
More than likely, especially if you're looking at the fact that this culture is being represented right now through award-winning TV shows and motion pictures. The soundtrack is not too far behind.
Absolutely, absolutely. Have you had a chance to check out some of the acts that were featured in your project?
Not particularly. Probably heard samples of their particular pieces, but that's just about it.
Okay, so I'm interested. Where can I get more information?
Well, if you are on the internet, you can pretty much Google the artist and look up their website as well as their social mediums. I'm sure they have Facebooks and Twitters and so forth like that.
Thanks so much again for joining me, Daryl. The emerging queer or LGBT rock scene is poised and ready to take the music world by storm. For more information about what you saw in Daryl's package, visit about.me/Marcus K. Dowling.